Okay, Dr. Spear, I want you to tell us how your coaching program works. It's so different from anything I've heard about before. No one has a real estate training program just like this.
Well, Tammy, I started investing before almost all of the so-called gurus out there, and I even helped some of them get started. There were no infomercials back then, no internet, and no traveling circus seminars, as I call them. Only 3 books on the subject were even available back then. It was just trial and error. So I've been investing longer than most of those other guys out there.
That's impressive.
And I've also been a learner. I believe in education. I have 10 years in the university classroom under my belt, and I never had a class available in Making Money 101 or how to become financially independent. I learned these things as a businessman, and I've attended hundreds of real estate investing programs all over the country. My finger's on the pulse.
But it's obvious you didn't become a professional student or a seminar junkie.
That's right. But I have learned something from every seminar I ever attended. But here's that problem with seminars and boot camps. They produce information overload. There is no way to absorb all of the information dished out at these seminars, no matter how good it is. On Monday morning following the seminar or boot camp, nobody knows what to do or where to start. No one can implement their best note-taking.
Yeah, all of us know that problem. Applying what you learn is a huge challenge. I want to know how you overcome this obstacle. We'll be right back in a moment with his answer.
It will be my fault if I don't earn $100,000 by the end of my first year. I don't know why it took me so long to get off dead center. When I started into this fantastic program, I had some really bad habits, like procrastination. It was only when I got serious and started working at it that I immediately made $16,000 on my first transaction.
Dr. Spear challenged me like no one else in my life. He quickly became a friend and took a personal interest in my success. Now I've got the knowledge and experience of an income like I've never had in my life.
I'm doing my final research right now. It's a nice property in top condition and it has a $31,500 profit margin. My analysis shows that it's a sound purchase and I feel good about it. Dr. Spear has taught me how to evaluate every transaction from all angles.
Call now to request Dr. Spear's free CD, Real Estate Multimillionaire, by calling 1-800-558-0779. That's 1-800-558-0779.
Dr. Spear, seminars and boot camps sure seem attractive for learning how to invest in real estate, and they're available all over the nation. But you have revealed a very important weakness with some other seminars. No one can remember and apply everything they hear. So how do you overcome that obstacle?
Well, we kick off this learning experience with a phenomenal investing extravaganza at the luxurious Gaylord Opryland Resort. Here's where the networking begins as investor meets investors. And we learn the basics of investing skills in an entertaining format.
Yeah, I've heard about how much fun that Opryland event is, coming from your days in musical comedy entertainment. And of course, Opryland is a fun experience within itself. In Nashville, a major destination for people to see Music Row and the Country Music Hall of Fame and hear the music of Lower Broadway and the Wild Horse Saloon.
Yeah, sometimes my team members just make it a family vacation, even bring the kids.
Now I see why the seminar experience is important, but only as a starting point. And I know you don't stop there. What happens after the Opryland extravaganza?
Well, now we're ready to put theory into practice. Here's where the rubber hits the road. What follows is like nothing else available in the real estate mentoring industry. I personally teach you 3 hours a week of intense application of investing principles with telecoaching. I don't toss a script to some green as a gourd kid who doesn't even own his own home, and that's the way it's generally done in this mentoring industry. I personally teach all of my team members because I want them to learn it firsthand. Here's where you learn from a veteran who's made more mistakes than you will ever make. There's no need for you to make the same mistakes I've made.
And mistakes can be extremely costly. And I really see the value in learning from someone who knows the ropes and has been down this road before.
As we get into the telecoaching phase of this learning experience, I amplify every important factor in real estate investing, Tammy. You study marketing and negotiation. You learn how to use the best telephone techniques. And I give everyone a chance to put out on the table the opportunities that they've uncovered in their search for properties. We all examine them. We analyze the pros and cons of each situation. Should you proceed? How much can you make? What's a better way for you to make it work?
So that's how your team members learn this business.
Oh, but I don't stop there. There's so much more to how you learn this business.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. This is just too much. Let's see what some of your team members are doing, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
I bought a single property with $70,000 equity with Dr. Phil's advice. Within my first 90 days, I bought a total of 7 properties worth almost $500,000.
At Dr. Phil's retreat workshop, I discovered how to use the internet and classifieds to find properties. I'm now in the process of buying a super clean house for $275,000 with a profit of over $25,000. And because I've learned marketing and exit strategies, I could sell that house when the seller couldn't.
I purchased one property after Dr. Spears' retreat workshop with $30,000 in equity profit, and the seller has 5 other properties he wants to assign to me. It amazed me.
Call now to request Dr. Spears' free CD, Real Estate Multimillionaire, by calling 1-800-558-0779. That's 1-800-558-0779.